IONs that meet your organization's unique requirements. 3. Design a doctor strategy. Based on your risk assessment and provider selection, design a doctor strategy that aligns with your business objectives, data protection requirements, RDOS, and repos. Consider T. Trade-offs between cost, performance, and functionality when designing your strategy. 4. Test, test, test. Once you have implemented your doctor strategy, test it periodically to ensure that it works correctly. Perform testing of all recovery scenarios to ensure that RDOS and repos are met. Use a testing framework that simulates real-life scenarios to ensure that your doctor strategy works under stress. 5. Keep the doctor documentation up to date. Keep the doctor documentation up to date and document any changes made to the doctor strategy. This documentation will be essential in the event of a doctor event and will also help in testing and optimization. Additional considerations for cloud-based disaster recovery. While the cloud-based doctor solution offers many advantages over traditional solutions, several factors need to be taken into account while implementing it. These include 1. Internet connectivity. Cloud-based doctor relies on an internet connection to work. Organizations need to ensure that they have sufficient bandwidth to replicate data and that the connectivity is able to avoid downtime. 3. Security. Cloud-based doctor requires access to critical business data and applications. It is essential to ensure that security controls are in place to prevent unauthorized access, data leakage, and other security risks. 4. Data transfer costs. While public cloud providers often offer free or low-cost inbound data transfer, outbound data transfer fees can be expensive. Organizations need to carefully consider the associated costs of data replication and transfer while choosing a cloud provider. 5. It is vital to involve key stakeholders in the review process, such as risk and compliance teams, to ensure that the DRP remains relevant and up to date. 6. Data prioritization. In the event of a disaster, it may not be possible to recover all data and applications simultaneously. Organizations must prioritize data and applications according to their criticality and recovery objectives. This prioritization will enable companies to focus their resources on the most critical data and applications, reducing recovery time and meeting recovery objectives. Base 7. Hybrid Cloud Doctor. Hybrid Cloud Doctor solutions allow organizations to use both on-premises and public cloud resources. This approach can provide the benefits of cloud-based drive, such as scalability and automation, while also addressing concerns around compliance, security, and data transfer costs. 8. Doctor testing frequency. Regular testing of the DRP is essential to ensure that the plan remains effective and meets recovery objectives. Organizations must test all recovery scenarios and perform testing under real-world conditions to identify any gaps in the DRP. 9. Resource allocation. During a disaster, resources such as manpower, infrastructure, and connectivity may become scarce or unavailable. It is essential to allocate resources effectively to ensure HAT recovery efforts focus on the most critical data and applications. 10. Communication plan. It is crucial to have a communication plan in place that coordinates communication between the organization and its stakeholders during the recovery process. The communication plan should include contact details for key personnel and stakeholders, such as customers and suppliers, and outline the channels and frequency of communication. In summary, implementing a robust cloud-based disaster recovery plan is essential for organizations to ensure business continuity in the face of disasters. It is critical to follow best practices SOOC. H as risk assessment, provider selection, doctor strategy design, periodic testing, and keeping documentation up to date. Key considerations such as internet connectivity, compliance, security, and data. Transfer costs must also be taken into account.